Hello everyone. Through this video, we'll discuss a beautiful concept in Java, that is a string. So what is actually string is all about? You have experience in internet that while filling of a particular form, okay, you are entering your name and your registration number, your address, okay, name, address, and suppose your registration number, which is a combination of characters and numeric values. Those are nothing but it's a group of characters. Okay, so those group of characters are nothing but those are known as your string in Java. Okay, so string is nothing but, if you will understand in a basic way, it represents a group of characters. Okay, so if you are familiar with language like C++, so string nothing but represents an array of characters. And how you are representing, the last character is represented by known as your null character. Okay, so which represents that is the end of the string and which is the last character of the particular string. But in Java this is not going to be valid. Okay, so what is actually then string in Java is all about, let's discuss in details. Okay, so string in Java is nothing but, very important point, it's an object that represents sequence of characters. Purpose is same, but here a new terminology has come that string is nothing but it's an object. Okay, now coming to the second point, it's also a array of characters, because string you cannot say it's a character array, because character array is a different concept in Java, but you can say it is similar to array of characters. Okay, otherwise the most important one, string is nothing but it's a class also in Java. Okay, now one important question will come to your mind, so can I say string a class or data type? So you can say string is also a class and string is also a data type, because string in class, which is defined in java.lang package. Okay, so all classes are also considered as data types in Java. So you can say now my string is also a data type. Okay, also if you'll say no, class is also a called user defined data type. So I can say user can create a class, so user can create a string, so string is also one class in Java. Okay, so overall, if you'll find what is actually string in Java is all about, so string is nothing but it is an array of characters which is behaving like a class, and it represents one object, and that object keeps a sequence of characters. Okay, now if you will create one string in Java, there are three different ways are there. Either using string literal, why it is more memory efficient we'll discuss later, but it is by using string literal you can create a string. By using new keyword you can create a string. Also by using character array name you can create a string. Okay, so how I'll create, let's see through the example. Okay, so it's not about use, create a string in Java. Therefore Java. Okay, so if I'll write here, let's class public static void main. Okay, I'll write string name1 equal to Sri. So this is nothing but string literal. Okay, so while declaring the variable or the object, I am assigning the value. So I'll print my name is, and I'll print the value of name1. Okay, So let's save the file and compile it. Go to the command prompt. Done. Nice. So I'm getting the output. My name is Sri. Okay. So the first idea, how to create string by using string literal, we have checked out. Okay. Second idea, by using new keyword. Okay. By using new keyword, how I'll create a string. So string, suppose name2 equal to new string. I've assigned one another name. I'm printing the value, but I'm printing name2. Okay. Compiled, executed. So I'm getting the second output also. So that means we have learned two different types how to create the string. Okay. So the third idea, using character array name. Okay. So how by using character array also I can create one string. Using character array name. So character ARR equal to, I am providing some values. Okay. So I'm providing multiple number of characters as per my choice. Okay. But once I'll declare one character array, I have to convert, because my objective is to create string here. Okay. My objective is not to create character array. So whenever I am creating the third one, the third string, I am writing like this. New string, and I am passing the array name. I am displaying the third string. Okay. So first of all, I have defined the character array by providing one by one sequence of characters. Then I have converted the character array into string, and then finally I'm printing the value. Okay. So let's see. Okay. So I'm getting also the third kind of values. So these are the three different approaches by which I can create one string. So first approach we have done by using string literal, or while declaring the string variable or string object, directly I am assigning the value. Second usage is by using new keyword, I am assigning the value. And third one, by using one character array, I am just assigning the or converting the character array into string for creation. Okay. So this is what the example. If you want to discuss once again, let's see it, that while declaring the string variable, I am providing the name here. Second, by using the new keyword, I am assigning the value to the variable or to the object of string class. Then first I am assigning one or values to the character array, and I am converting this character array into string. Okay. So these are three different uses or how to create the string in Java. Okay. So we are in a habit of writing the programs in C++ format. Okay. But if I'm writing like this, suppose for example, I have to copy one string to another. Clear? So character by character copying, we are in a habit of writing in program by using C++ syntax. Suppose you are having two strings, string 1 and string 2. Okay. So while copying first string into second, what we will write? will use a for loop, and you will write string 2 of index equal to string 1 of index. Okay, this is what we are in a habit of writing the program, but in Java this is not allowed. Clear? So character by character copy is not allowed from one string to another directly. Okay, either I can directly write str2 equal to str1, so string will be directly copied. But if I want to write the program by using the same method of C++, then first of all I have to convert my string into character array. Then I will do the operation index by index, and then again the resultant array I have to convert to string. Clear? So whatever I have told, let's write the program. Clear? So copy one string to another index by index. Okay. So copy string one class. Clear? Okay. Here static. Done. So first I need the source string. Suppose this is my first string, string one. Hello Java. Okay. So first string is containing the value hello Java. Done. I want to find the length of that particular string. So what I will write, str1 dot length. One method of string class I'll use that string name dot length to find the length of the string. Okay. So what is my idea here for writing the program? Let's discuss first. Now hello Java is present in string 1. Okay. I need to copy to string 2 the same value. Okay. But index by index I cannot do the copy. For what? I'll convert this string into one array, array 1. So what will happen? Now hello.java will be stored in a character array from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. What I'll do, I can copy index by index from one array to another. That is allowed in Java. So I'll copy to array 2 every value index by index. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I know how to convert a group of character into string, that I have told you while creation of the string. So what will happen? Now this character array will become a sequence of characters and will be assigned to string 2. So this is what I have copied string 1 to string 2 index by using the array. Okay. So for that, if I want to allocate memory for array 1, I need to know how many characters are present in string 1. Okay. So for that, I have to find the length of the string. So that's why I am using the length method. Okay. Now based upon that, what we will do, I need one character array. What will be the total number of characters? That depends on the length of the string. Similarly, I need to declare or allocate memory for the second array. Clear? Now what I'll do, I have to copy all the total value of string 1 into array 1. So I'll write str1 dot get chars. Okay. So it's a method 0 comma length comma array 1 comma 0. Okay, so what is the meaning here? Now of string 1 from 0 till maximum length, means before length, whatever the total number of characters, one by one I need to get the characters from string 1. I need to copy into array 1 from which position? 0th position of array 1. Okay, let me repeat it again. I'll get the characters from string 1 from where? From 0 till length. Okay, I'll copy everything to array 1 from 0th index of array 1. Okay, now the total characters, so the value is copied from string to character array. Okay, so now let me print original string value is what? String 1. Okay, now I need to copy from array 1 to array 2 index wise. So that I know that I have to use one for loop. Array index starts from 0, index less than length, index plus plus. Okay, so I can write here array 2 of index equal to array 1 of index. Okay, so why I'm using this particular solution? Because this solution is not applicable for string in Java. String 2 of index equal to string 1 of index is not allowed. Okay, so that's why I'm taking one indirect solution. I'm converting to array, then copying to another array, then converting to another string. Even if this particular solution is not required nowadays, but still I want to relate your concept of Java in C++. So whatever the programs you have written by using C++ concept, in the same methodology also you can write the programs easily in Java. So I want to make you understand or visualize that this Java programming is very simple like other programming language. Okay, now I have to convert to second string. I know how to convert. So I have to pass array 2 here. Clear? And I'll copy the entire message. I'll print copied string value equal to string 2. Okay, so let's check it's working or not. Then see, original string value is hello Java, the copied string value is also hello Java. Okay, so by using this single program you can write all different kinds of string programs of Java by using your same concept of C++. Even if there are a lot of predefined methods are available in Java for string, but if you want to learn coding, then you have to apply your logic, okay, without using predefined methods. So this simple program, through this particular program, I have made you understand how to convert into array, then all operations like your simple C++ concept, then converting to another string. Okay, so this single program will help you to write all different kinds of programs that you have already written in C++ easily. Okay, so this is what the string creation syntax that already you have discussed. So through this video, actually, you will learn how to create different kinds of strings or a single string in different ways, and you can operate the string in programming. Okay, so thank you everyone for watching this.